the location where I kidnapped a man called Drew. Oh, that's a little bit weird. I guess it's some guy named Drew from California. Not only was he from California, he was also from Southern California. What's even scarier is he wasn't from LA County. He was from the same county I'm from too. I don't even think I talked about living in Orange County. How does he know that? I feel like I might know this Drew guy. Plot twist, I'm actually Drew's doppelganger. I'm the one that kidnapped him. This is my alt account. Average New Zealand fan versus average Zealand enjoyer. Then there's average New York fan versus average York enjoyer. Gotta love the originals. I mean, there's gotta be a reason we made a sequel after all, right? Fortunately, the new ones just couldn't live up to the hype. I think this goes for you as well, New Jersey. Thinking about how the Dutch police arrested a bird for taking part in a robbery, put it in jail with bread and water, and when the media reported on it, they put a little black bar over the face to protect its identity. Now that's true journalistic integrity right there. Doesn't matter what species we're talking about. Identity theft is a serious matter. Just an average day in the Netherlands, I guess. This is also not just a meme. This is actually real life. The bird was an accomplice while his owner was shoplifting at a grocery store. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Wait, no, his identity, we revealed it. No sleep till we get all of the Louisiana Purchase. Finally, it's about time we started talking about the real issues. Every penny we spent to the French was for this land. Why did the Canadians get this stuff? We spent $15 million on that in 1803, but you know what? We didn't get 100% of the territory. Either we need a refund from France, dollars adjusted for inflation, or Canada's got to give us these pieces of Alberta and Saskatchewan. There really is no other way around it. An extremely ominous fortune out of a fortune cookie. You will soon be crossing desert sands for a fun vacation. First of all, when has crossing desert sands ever been considered a fun vacation? Second of all, I feel like the fortune's trying to tell me I'm about to get drafted. Is China behind this somehow? That's how they can guarantee this future is going to come true. All the many different times Portugal and the UK have teamed up for an Anglo-Portuguese victory, and it's made even better for them because the enemy here was the French Empire. Don't forget, this team claims to be the longest lasting official alliance in history. In 1373, the Kingdom of England signed the Anglo-Portuguese alliance, and ever since, they've been homies. When Portugal joins the Great War in 1916 to honor their alliance made with England in 1386, a little bit of a different year, but that's okay. After all this time, says the British, always responds the Portuguese. They're just truly meant to be buddies forever. I can't even remember what video it was. I think it was on my gaming channel. Like, I made a joke about how exactly has Portugal existed for as long as they have. I guess this is a pretty big reason why. It's always amazing to me that Spain didn't just completely eat them at some point. I mean, they would, but then the Portuguese would find a way out of it. Why does this look like artwork for a Civilization DLC? It's almost like the dude on the graphics team here at NBC was just playing Civilization 6 when he had to make this real quick. It honestly looks like a really well-developed mod, too. I'm trying to think, like, really why this looks so cheesy, though. Could it be, like, the random sparkly filter they put behind the entire image? Like, what is this? What was the use of that at all? Also, things are oversaturated. There's no drop shadow. I mean, are you trying to make a YouTube thumbnail? Come on. Maybe they are, actually. They might be actually doing that. Oh, yeah. Born in the U.S. Wait a second. Born in Yugoslavia. I'm not even playing. I'll take 10. I want this shirt right now. Gotta get it before July 4th. I'm buying this. I'm not even joking. Add to cart. Countries that have Aldi versus the countries that have Jumbo. Wait, is it really called Jumbo? I've heard of Wumbo as well as Wumbology. I'm actually mad we don't have a store in the US called Jumbo. What an incredible store name. Wait, there actually might be a lot more Jumbos than I'm thinking. There's definitely some in South America. It's probably a different Jumbo though. Oh, there's also a Jumbo in the Netherlands and Belgium. Wait, where's this Balkan Jumbo coming from? Oh, it's a toy store. That makes it even better. There's 86 of them. 5 are located in Greece, 6 in Cyprus, 10 in Bulgaria, 16 in Romania. Oh, they're actually spreading out in that whole region. It's literally giving me flashbacks to Toys R Us. And honestly, the branding looks so much better than those other Jumbo chain stores. Give me all that color. Yeah, I want to go inside that. Like, this Jumbo doesn't even look close to that fun. I'm actually tempted to go to the Balkans just to visit one of these. Learning Romanian for business reasons, small brain. Learning Romanian to improve your other Romance languages, a little bit bigger. Learning Romanian to ease into learning Slavic languages. Okay, now we're talking. Learning Romanian to talk to the vampires. Now that is galaxy brain right there. It's incredibly easy to forget that in all the vampire movies, they don't mention that they're speaking in Romanian, just so it's easier to follow along. It's like when aliens visit Earth and they speak English. We know that's not how it is in reality, but you have to suspend your disbelief because, we're watching a film. There's literally no one more Romanian than this. Russia's economy is suffering from industrial decline as satellites detect less pollution in the air. Bing bong, your industry capability is gone. I don't know if Russia technically agrees with that, but that is what we're finding. That's actually some really interesting data. There might be a couple different reasons that could be happening, but that's one of them. America in the 1950s be like, what if we literally just eradicated everything? To be fair, this was also the Soviet Union in the 1950s. I mean, did you see the Tsar Bomba? That thing was crazy. I guess this is specifically talking about the US's Project Pluto, though. This is Venus. For every 243 Earth rotations, Venus completes 1 rotation. This means that in Venus days, the special military operation has only taken 1.79 days so far, placing its progress well within the established 3-day schedule. Checkmate, Westoids. Oh man, they got us there. It really was only going to take 3 days. I didn't even think about that. Wasn't the Soviet Union more fascinated with Venus? So this actually would make more sense. Russia's already on Venus. They've colonized that thing years ago. We have Mount Everest, Mount Chimborazo, and finally Mount Ikea, all agreeing to be the world's tallest mountain. We're still kind of confused exactly how to determine this whole thing. There's several definitions for it. We all kind of say it's Mount Everest, but the answer is a little bit more debatable. Technically, the top of Mount Chimborazo is farther from Earth's center than Mount Everest. That is because the Earth is kind of more egg-shaped than like a perfect circle. If you're just judging from sea level to the top, then it would be still Mount Everest. But if you're talking about any base level, even under sea level, then you gotta say it's Mauna Kea. I feel like easily Everest is still kind of overshadowing the other two. I'll be honest, this is actually the first time I've learned about this mountain here in Ecuador. It's giving me Mount Fuji vibes, just in South America instead. I guess that shouldn't be surprising considering they're both these. Did you know when aliens make first contact with humans in 2063, we will communicate with them in Bulgarian because all life in the universe is Bulgarian? Okay, noted. I need to learn Romanian for vampires and Bulgarian for aliens. What's next? Greek for the werewolves? Can't keep up with this. Actually, it'd probably be Turkish, knowing their origin story lore. Greeks, when they finally take back Constantinople. I didn't even need to watch this. I already know this line by heart.
This piece of shit.
All right. Okay, 600 years of waiting for this, but at what cost? The Serb or Albanian or Croatian or whatever rivalry, same faith, same continent, same peninsula, long and rich history that goes back to 2007, fighting over unknown lands that nobody wants anyways. Meanwhile, Greek versus Turk rivalry, been at each other's throats for thousands of years, are destined to be rivals forever. Exact opposites in every single way imaginable. No historian could possibly name all their contributions to science, history, culture, and created the world as we know it. You gotta admit, this rivalry will probably stand the test of time. It's definitely in the S tier, that's for sure. Hard to say it is the #1 rivalry, but it's definitely in the top 3, I think, at least throughout the entire world. Actually, just sitting here trying to think of another example that comes close, it's hard. I mean, they've been fighting for so long that they probably are #1. How are Slovenia and Slovakia different? Same flag, similar names. Meanwhile, how is your face and your buttocks different? Oh, this Slovenian/Slovakian person doesn't seem to be very happy. Classic American right here. A New Zealand man won the French Scrabble championship despite not being able to speak French. Instead, he memorized the entire French dictionary. He still cannot speak French. Even this man refuses to learn French. Did he just do this to flex on everyone or what? It is a pretty based move. Vikings meeting random animals. I will eat you and wear your fur. Meanwhile, Iberians meeting random animals. OMG, OMG, is that you, El Toro? What a majestic looking bull this is. How fantastic. Man, these guys love bulls so much they just let them loose throughout their cities and towns. That's how you know you're really passionate for an animal. Germans. Italians are mad drivers. Also Germans on Italian roads. Is this not Germans on every road? I mean, they're kind of used to the no speed limit thing. Can you really blame them? Polish people making strawberry pasta. Meanwhile, Italians making vegetable... Oh, do I have to pronounce that? I'm scared. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Oh, that literally looks so good. They're donuts found in Polish cuisine. Okay, I gotta admit, putting vegetables anywhere near donuts doesn't make sense at all to me. That actually seems like a war crime. But you know what? Strawberry pasta is not much better. I feel like I really need to start trying some of these like stranger foods before I say something. I could just see myself in a couple years come back and say, you know what? It was not that bad. It's gotta be a reason why they make it. For every masterpiece, there is a cheap copy. Oh, finally, someone's admitted it. China's been copying India for thousands and thousands of years. They've just been peeking their heads over those Himalayan mountains and being like, write that down, write that down. Problem is, China unifies every once in a while, and then they were like, oh, that's right, we have to be more like India, and then they get into this massive civil war, and a lot of people, oof, it's pretty bad. Guess we're specifically talking about all the different languages here, though. It's funny how the part near India gets more similar to India. I mean, it's really like just a lot of dots. This person from the EU saying, it's all burgers. Meanwhile, this American responding with regional barbecue, Southern, Midwestern, Southern Western, Texan, Alaskan, Hawaiian, New Englander. Even I have to admit that we do have a pretty wide range of food depending on where you are in the country. I mean, all these places have burgers, but they're all gonna do them really, really differently. I think easily my favorite is probably Southern out of this list. I mean, the fact that Hawaiian and Alaskan food are so different, that's kind of a given. I mean, they're kind of just way out there on their own. They've got to do their own thing. And big thanks to my patrons. I am the Kidnapper, and I've moved Drew to a Patagonian
Australia
village.
is real.
Drew's
I'm not a paid
Argentinian
actor.
The slow, depressing
Drew
Portugal
Durnil
collapse.
is
Colorblind.
Carmel
Bryton Is,
Saida,
Amateur,
GoodOldRyah,
Archaeology,
Phresh
I've almost
Animations,
managed to escape the imposter.
Robert
Suspected.
KirinoIsBestGirl,
The Great Ralphy,
Polish-Lithuanian
Why.did.the.real.Drew.pay.his.imposter,
ZaneyBoi,
$20.